How do you know which wire goes into which?
I would just guess it half the time.
If it works, it works. You're going to be like Jock off the sheep game now. You're going to be the latest heartthrob. Come on. Oh! She put it right into the gate. Oh. That's sheep for you. Oh. What's up, you beautiful farmers? It's your boy Carl. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm shearing a lock of sheep for my friend Jason. How are you getting on, Jason? We're going running off Jason's sheep and his dad Kevin here as well. But what's interesting is Jason is also an electrician by trade, and he's going to fix my trailer as well after, because there's an electrical problem. Actually, that's an understatement. It's completely and utterly banjacks. I'll do what I have to do, Jason will do what he has to do. At the end, I'll still owe Jason a pile of money, but hopefully slightly less. So we'll set up and we'll get into it. Suppose I better get in and help you. Better let one of them out. Suffolk mule, yeah.
Don't let this one go,
Nice mule yours. Full trailer's a happy shear, but an empty trailer's an even happier shear. So I've officially retired and Kevin's on the job now. Hi Kevin. That's the bloody good one that I was eyeing up this last. What do you make of the solid drive?
Huh?
What do you make of the solid drive?
It's good now, and just take a bit of getting used to it.
Yeah. A bit different from the flexi.
It's always just a hand piece I was used to.
Yeah. What do you think? Will I go home?
Maybe not just yet.
Purebred lamb, purebred Charlie lambs off Jason's yours. That's the big boy you're on about, is it? Tight lamb. How old is he now?
Born mid of January.
Alright. You weigh him?
He's 57 kilo.
Oh yeah. Cheap.
He's doing well now.
Yeah.
He's a yo lamb beside.
Yeah, it's a good fair size of a lamb too, isn't she? Other ones are a bit younger.
I'm only starting off with them now, but they're doing alright.
Yeah. I did Jason's purebred Charlie's. I was like, yes, finally I can go back to being rough again. He says, did you stop? Oh, the abuse is savage. No mercy around here. 10 more yo's now, we're done. Ew. How's your life there? Useful, right? Oh, they don't like going up first up, don't they? Come on. Come on. Come on. What are you afraid of? Come on. Oh! She put it right into the gate. Oh. That's cheap for you. Oh. Kevin, do you want to give like a short intro of yourself?
Kevin Comiskey here, farming in North Leitrim with my son Jason, as you've seen here on the video. Member of the IFA for a good many years, and the sheep committee for the last 6 years, and was recently lucky enough to be elected national chairman of the sheep committee in January at a company post.
Yeah. There's a big non-farming audience that watch these, and I do have to think myself, to make sure I take everything in steps and explain everything. So what's the IFA?
The IFA is the Irish Farmers Association. It was founded 60 years ago by a group of farmers, and it has carried on and since representing farmers right across the country, from Donegal to Cork to Dublin, in a range of sectors. There's a lot of it's not just sheep, obviously. You have horticulture, you have grain sector, you have the dairy sector, you have the beef sector. So there's a wide range.
All sorts of farmers, really.
All sorts of farmers right across the board.
So that's a pretty important role, what you have. Just chairman of the National Sheep Committee.
Chairman of the National Sheep Committee, it is indeed, and it's a very busy role now, travelling, and indeed I'm enjoying it. I knew it was going to be busy.
Is it full time, is it?
It's full time, It's you know, there'll be busy weeks and then there might be not so busy. But it's a full on thing, and between phone calls and everything, you know, dealing with different issues right across the board.
What are some of the main ones that are sort of taking up your time at the moment, or kind of challenges that you're facing?
I suppose at the moment, what I said at the very beginning, at the outset when I was elected, was dog attacks on the sheep. So
huge issue.
Huge issue.
I would argue one of the biggest, if not the biggest, animal welfare issues in the country at the moment.
Exactly, Carol, it is. And
anywhere really.
You see, you know, people doesn't, they say they're pets, you know, they have these lovely pets and they won't attack the sheep. And really it's not, you can't blame the dogs either, you know, it's all down to responsible dog ownership, you know, because the dogs, it's in their nature to hunt and go out and do that. But we have a good plan in place there, and we've met the ministers, both of them, on this, and we have microchipping. We want to get the microchipping in place, license that the dog will be traced to the responsible owner, and on top of that then proper sanctions put in place for that will reflect the horrendous attacks that happens on farms.
That's my part done now. Gonna enjoy, relax and have a beer and watch the master at work here. You'll be quicker doing this than when I was shearing the sheep anyway.
That wouldn't be hard.
So basically this is
an RCBO,
RCDO.
RCBO.
RCBO, okay. That's like in English. That's a trip
thing.
box?
Yeah, a trip switch.
Trip switchy box?
Yeah, we'll just go with that. It's basically if wires cross or anything, or if it gets wet, it'll trip.
Yes, yeah.
And just safety protection.
Safety device, yeah. So, but when this trailer was originally made, there was 2 plugs here for plugging in your shears, and then you have this safety box.
Yeah.
And then basically it's handy because you plug the 2 shears in, and then you just have one cable coming out, and then the lead would be at the front of the trailer, and then that worked away for years. But then eventually stuff started breaking, and eventually the whole thing stopped working just because it's outside and wet and because I'm a pure donkey on gear. So basically what we've been doing recently is putting a lead up on the shears, but it's awkward because then you have to bring the plug, or you have to bring the lead from the other shears across. You have wires hanging up, you have a wire coming out here, and this is just a handy job, like it's very good. So when I got chatting Jason, I basically twisted Jason's arm and got him to do my trailer for me. I said I'll come shear the sheep and you do the trailer. So yeah, that's what Jason's that's what Jason's up to now. So this was the old one, and it was grand. But I'd say it's stronger what's going on now. This is the new ones that's going on. Look pretty solid. Yeah. And then this is new box. Very nice.
Nice and shiny.
Uh-huh. No pressure now.
No.
Hardly anyone watches my YouTube.
Everyone will watch it now after this one.
So Jason's day job when he's not farming was an electrician. How would you find that?
I love it, yeah. I was a machine driver, but I used to drive diggers. And I went back to do an apprenticeship then. It was the best thing I ever done.
Yeah, nice one. What do you like about it? Is it satisfying when you just get things hooked up and the lights come on?
Having to think more.
Yeah.
I like solving problems and figuring stuff out.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to be a bit creative probably on the job, do you? Like work around things or...
Yeah, and just when you put in like maybe 1,000 meters of cable into a house and then just see everything work. It's just nice,
satisfying. Like, yeah.
Like, and people will come in and just see cables hanging everywhere, but then you actually know where they're going or what they're doing and why they're there.
Yeah. And they're like, "Jeez, you're tough." They're happy as long as the thing works. More than myself.
It's like everything. Like I wouldn't take into clipping a sheep. Like.
You're out fella handed though. That's looking good.
Not too bad. Help us to put it in the right hole.
That's what she said. How do you know which wire goes into which?
I would just guess it half the time.
If it works, it works.
Blue is neutral, brown is live, green and yellow is earth.
Yeah.
So it's...
What do the neutral and earth do? Earth is
protected.
Yeah, protection in it.
Yeah.
I figure that.
And neutral is kind of like... it's like another protecting thing too. It'll trip.
Very fancy. The question is how long before I break it. Like Jason reckons they're pretty strong, but at the same time I'm pretty thick. It's like when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
Oh, I'll keep fixing if you keep paying.
Classic. What's that one like?
It's not the worst.
So you're not gonna... It's good that we're able to... The wires are pretty good, so we're able to avoid changing...
The whole lot,
yeah.
Replace this. Sometimes they would have faulty.
It's not too bad, is it?
No, I've seen worse.
You're kind of disappointed.
Yeah, really actually. I was expecting to see all black.
Couldn't wait to crack open this to see what kind of horrible matter is in it.
Must be
Something living or something. So you've got your neutral, earth and live there.
Yeah, the feed goes in the bottom and supply goes out the top.
Feed and supply.
Yeah. Actually, in English regulations, the feed comes in the top and the supply goes out the bottom. But
Right.
in Ireland, it goes in European, like it goes in the bottom and out the top.
What's the difference between them? Oh, it's because the electricity is like a circuit. It goes in and out.
Yeah, you can always come in the bottom in Ireland. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. It comes out the top. Basically, yeah. Sometimes you have a neutral bar and an earth bar.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually have it on I have it on the new one now, Barry.
You're going to be like Jock off the sheep game now. You're going to be the latest heartthrob. And we're on to our lead. Oh, looking good. Nice one.
New plug.
Beauty.
Put
That's
that
good.
into the RCD. You know.
Good and thick then.
Yeah, it's thicker, 2.5. Yeah.
So this will be attached to this. And the thing is shaping up pretty well. That looks well.
Yeah. They look stronger now.
This is the old one. Oh yeah, that's pretty rough looking. The old lead, that was all just breaking too. You can see all the little cracks there. Not very good. Not very safe. It's just a matter of screwing that in.
You put the earth into the bottom. Then the blue goes in, the blue and brown go in the bottom of the RCD.
Yeah.
These blue go out the top, and this earth goes down into the earth. That.
So it's supply and
Supply and feed. Feed and supply.
feed and supply.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
That's very cool.
Yeah. Now we learnt that much in school. The electricity works as a circuit. Goes round and round.
How was that?
Looks very good. Works and all.
That's always a bonus.
It doesn't. It's to be useful. This one. Well, fair play to you, Jason.
No bother.
That's that. Sheep shoring. Trailer fixed. Good to go. Bank holiday weekend, so you better let this man away. Thanks for watching. Until the next one.